Good day. Today is Wednesday, July the 19th. The time right now in Singapore is about 13 minutes to noon. And overnight, we have quite a bit of volatility in the markets, largely because of the US retail sales number, which came in lower than expected. Market was expecting the June number to be up at 0.5. It came out at 0.2. But the May revision was good. May was only 0.3. It bumped up the number to 0.5. So they more or less even out. So the market actually did not quite move. Was a bit of a confused in the initial stages of the release of this number. But what really kicked the market higher was the earning reports from the banks, which basically show that they are doing okay. At least the big banks are doing okay. That kick up the market to all-time high for the year. So not only do we see that happening in the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, we also see for the first time the Dow Jones actually take out the year high, which was last traded in January of this year. So as you can see from the chart here, the Dow is at a just under 35,000 right now at 34,986.36, which is the new high for the year. So like I say, this high is actually more than expected, because I was expecting 34,712 to actually hold, but it did not quite hold. But then I have another alternate targets here. So we see I have allowance for this market to go a little bit higher, but not much higher, to 35,414 to 38,082. So you can see there is still maybe perhaps a little bit of leeway left for the market to actually try to see if they can lure in the retail investors, because so late in the game, there is always the problem of retail investors taking too long to react and decided to only enter upon confirmation we just got in the Dow Jones. So this lay open the possibility of a bear trap. So do watch out for this market to actually come up in a more precipitous way. Okay, so over in the S&P 500, we continue to see prices continue to edge higher. We have a new high for the year at 4,562.3. Now this again is within the bracket of prices which are deemed to be very vulnerable. The price range is 4,512 to 4,537.3. So long as the 4,537.3 is not taken out, there is always a possibility of a pullback. And immediately, if there's going to be a pullback, my target remains at 4,329. Over the Nasdaq, needless to say, Nasdaq continues to edge higher, getting closer to my ideal target at 16,266 levels. So the high traded last time was 15,000, just under 900 at 15,895.7. So again, we have a little bit of wiggle room left before it hits my target. And if we do get a retracement, my target for the time being is 14,925. So do watch out for the possibility of a pullback here. Now over in Asia, we can see Nikkei actually benefited from the overnight strength on Wall Street. And this morning, we can see the market pop back up to 32,700. And it looks like it may allow it to sustain a little bit longer to test the 33,760 levels. So again, this is a crucial level, because the last time it tried to take up 33,773, it did not quite make it and the market came off. And so this time around, it will be very interesting to see if it can manage to overtake these levels before we can make any more conclusion here. Over in Hong Kong, we can see Hong Kong continue to slide. In fact, it has opened with a gap down to as low as 18,711 this morning, and this is the second consecutive day this week the market has actually come off so aggressively. So this is definitely not a good sign, and if you continue to go under and eventually take out 18,000, that will mean that the market has resumed its downside. Even if the market do get a rebound, the most optimistic outlook is for the market to go up to 20,400 to 20,900 levels before it does come back down again. So do watch out for those levels. And in the Shanghai Composite Index, we continue to see weakness. Now this time the market continues to trade within the band of prices, which may actually cause it to hold out. That level is 3,183 to 3,195. So like I say, if this bracket of price can actually be a base that give rise to the possibility that the market may have a chance to rebound, but top side is probably around 3,290 to 3,315 levels. Okay, I do not expect the market to go much higher than this for now, unless something changes. Okay, right now we don't see anything that can cause the sentiment to flip. In the energy markets, we can see that crude oil prices continue to rebound overnight from a low of just under $74.01. Okay, so the overnight high is $75.92, but I do expect the market to pull back down again, and this time possibly to dip into somewhere between $72.15 to $73.43. This is a new revised target here. So I hope to see the price come into this bracket before I commit to a long position, because I do believe that overall the crude oil market is probably going to see much higher price beyond $80 per barrel. Okay. And over in precious metal, we can see yesterday market tried again at 1,983.5 with a marginal breach at 1,984.4 before it come back down. Now I think the market has finished its entire sequence from the low here, and I think it's getting ready to come back down, possibly with a test of 1,945 or maybe 1,946 level. So do watch out for the possibility of a three-way pullback to this 1,946 levels. Similarly, in silver, we do see silver go up to a high of $25.17, although it doesn't look as weak as the gold market. If there's going to be any retracement, it may not be as deep. And so for the time being, I think the market, if they're going to see a retracement, will likely see the price of silver pull back to $24.07 to $24.50 thereabout. So this could be another catchment area before the silver market rally higher. Over in dollar, we have quite a bit of movement in the dollar. Okay, so we can see that the dollar actually went down again to take out the previous low. Now it's at new low at 99.22. Okay, so from here, I think there's a good chance the market may start its correction. I've been talking about the rebound, and it may be actually happening as we are speaking right now. So the high right now is at 99.70 right now, and the market continues to edge higher. Watch out for some kind of difficulty at 118 to 177 levels before the market unravel and take out the 99.22 that we saw this morning. Okay. Over in the euro, I think it's getting ready to reverse. The high traded overnight is 112.76. And again, this is within the bracket of prices which I deem to be quite vulnerable. 112.11 to 113 even is going to be a level in which to look out for sell signal, and I think we probably would have some kind of tentative sell signal here, and I am looking forward to a dip back into the 1.1 to 1.1055 levels. So this level will be my target to actually position new long position if I'm going to go into buy. So for time being, I think the sentiment is to do the counter trend to sell within 112.11 to 113 even for a target of at least 110.55. Over in sterling, same thing. We are beginning to see the sterling coming off from a high of 131.42, and this come off the bat within the bracket of 130.70 to 131.85, which I have always mentioned that is an area of vulnerability. If we're going to see a pullback, immediate target is about 128.65 to 129.30 levels. So this is possibly going to be the first one to hit this target before the euro catches up. Over in Aussie, the Aussie market continuing to dip to weaken. This morning we have a low of 0.6783, and not sure whether this will be the bottom for the day, but if this is the bottom, I think the market may have a good chance to rebound, but again, there is still tentative. There is the risk the market may go even lower. For now, assuming that low is 67.83 and it holds, then I think this is a great area to pick up some more Aussie position for a run up to 70 cents, which is 0.70 even. And over in dollar Canadian, dollar CAD itself does looks like it's going to be a good buy. The market has actually come down from a high of 132.42 overnight, and this area where it's currently trading at 131.70 is an area of great I would say great. I would say it's a possible buying position. Okay, so long as the market stay within 131.50 to 131.70 area, I think the target was probably about 133.12 to 133.5 levels. So basically look out for a run up to these prices before it comes back down. Dollar yen is also rebounding. We can see the low at 137.24 managed to hold, and we have a possible three wave that is currently in play. And if this market end up as a three wave, the target is 139.85 to 140.35 level. So look out to reposition short within this bracket of prices. over in the Bitcoin, we don't see a lot of movements. The market continue to consolidate, but this morning the market has actually tested the previous low on June 30th. We have a low of 29,408. This morning we have 29,521. Close enough. If we do get another dip back into this bracket of prices, ideally into the just under 29,400, I think that'll be a great level to pick up long position, because the next move could be quite explosive, because I do expect the market to have a big move all the way, perhaps to, for all I know, to 35,000 at least. Okay, so this is my preferred bracket of prices for my target here. Okay, at 35,400 to even 39,000. So again, this is a bit tentative for now, but this is at least give you a sense of how much potential there is in this potential buy position if you can manage to buy at 29,400 or slightly lower. Okay, this is all I have for now. Tomorrow I'll come back with you with another update. Bye bye, take care.